Right, we're off this morning for a little run out. A little errand to do. I've got to run down to Goal, drop a key off. It's 8:30 in the morning. Well, it's 8:20 actually. And it's 4 degrees. So it's nice and fresh. Hopefully there'll not be too much salt on roads. I'll have to stop and get a tank of petrol, and we'll slip straight down motorway because I want to make this pretty sharp. Right, it's 4 degrees, it's nice and fresh. I've got heater grips on number 3, and I think we'll have them on a bit more. We'll have them on number 4. I've got my heated electric jacket on, sorry, waistcoat. It's that cheap, and I bought off eBay, 18 quid, and battery pack were a 10 or something like that anyway. It's on low setting. It's nice and fresh, I can tell you that for now. I'll give you another quick recap on where we are with fuel issue. I had a spot with Neil at Hunt's other day. He'd spoke to Honda, they seemed to think it was acceptable. He seemed to think it wasn't, or that's the impression I got. He said it's clearly not the same as everything else. Honda had said to him that they really need to compare it outside of 5 other models, which to me is, how the hell is a dealership supposed to do that? I mean, I just can't say that at all. That just sounds like a load of... I'm not saying Neil told me a load of crap. What I'm saying, if that's Honda's policy, it's pretty crap. Anyway, I rung Honda UK, got through to their place, had a word with a young lass. She was pretty helpful. She went away and found out what the procedures were. And they said they won't actually do anything until it's been has it been to a dealer's and assessed within the last month. Well, it hasn't been back. I mean, don't expect and ask me to take it back and them do the checks on it or whatever you don't want, you. And I can't say as I really fancy running it over to Manchester at this time of year. One, I'll either have to get wife to follow me to bring me back, or I'll be stuck there waiting for half a day, one or other. So I can't say as I'm really struck on that idea neither. But as you can see, I've just filled it to top this morning and range says 174 miles. Well, I know it's going to do near the 240, so that's a boatload out. Trip A fuel consumption average, I don't know if you can see, that's 36.3, so not exactly what you call very good, because I know it's doing about 52 to 54, somewhere in there. Obviously depends how you drive it. I tend not to knock it about, I tend to be nice and steady with it. I mean, it's a big motor like this, you know, for lumbering about. You're not knocking it about, it just, you know, cruises at these sort of speeds. Anyway, I'll not bore you with any more junk while we get that goal and we see what's happening. Right, I'm back on my way. I've got back to Rawcliffe. I've just stopped and wound my hands up. My bloody hands were frozen. Heater grips, I know heater grips. And these is my winter gloves as well. It's 5 degrees now, so it ain't wound up a right lot. So the average fuel consumption has dropped to 36.9 from 38 somewhat, and to say I've done 20 mile, my range now is at 158. Excuse me. I don't think it's quite as quite accurate. I don't think it's very good anyway, but that was Rawcliffe village I've just left, and I think what we'll do is we'll bob up to Squires and have a cup of tea. While we're out, we might as well do everything. Back down to 4 degrees, so if I were going to start riding at these temperatures again, I would have to get myself some heated gloves. I can't say my body's cold, my hands ain't cold, and what I've been at, I've done about 25 mile now, 22 mile to go. This skid mark screen seems to keep a bit of wind off your upper shoulders, and of course because it goes up a little bit further, I think it's alright. Pretty happy with it. I'm not sure as I reckon much to these gloves. These is a set of BMW, I think they're what they call their Atlantis or something like that, Atlantis clubs. I normally buy BMWs because they come in loads of different widths, and I've got quite a wide arm hand but short fingers, so I normally end up with like a boatload of finger at end. And their gloves, I seem to be able to get a pretty good fit with them. I mean, not because I think they're better than anybody else's, I don't like that, it's just that I can get a nice fit with them. Well, these are supposed to be their winter gloves. I'm just trying to debate with it being this cold to stick to main roads or cut through back roads. That's got us through Snaith, so and that's what Eggborough Power Station looks like with no cooling towers. They blew them down, I don't know, maybe a couple of months in there. Be a totally different skyline. When you used to come off top of Garby Hill there, you could actually see all three power stations. I mean, at one time you could see four, because there were, I think it was Barnby Dun or something like that. But you could see them across the landscape. You always know where you were because it was Drax, Eggborough and Ferrybridge. You always know which were Ferrybridge because she'd got two chimneys, where others have got one. And you always knew which were Drax because it got two banks of 4 cooling towers, running in 8 in total. Ferrybridge and Eggborough have both got banks of 8. They've just got 3 more at Ferrybridge to blow down. I'm not sure when they're coming down. I suppose it'll be next year now. Yep, definitely been gritting out here. You can still see Frostock Road. One of my mates is buried in this graveyard. 50 odd year old and had a massive heart attack at work. You know, you just don't know what's right corner, do you? No, I can't remember which is road here. Oh, I can now. I think the ultra bit first time I've had to wash this week. It with a bit of salt on it. I shall definitely have to give it a swill off when I get home. Don't know what it is about these gloves. I keep hitting to high beam indicator. I don't do it with my other gloves. So why, I have no idea. There's two roads here and it don't matter how many times I've been down here. I must have been down here hundreds of times in my life. I can never remember if it's this or next one. Yep, they've definitely been gritting down here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can see it on road. I suppose that'll be it for most of old bikes now. I've only got two left on road. I've got my 850 Commando and my good old Matulus. It's I don't like fetching them out with salt, yeah, some good rusty. It's alright if you've got stuff like this because it's mostly plastic and, you know, you can get stuff for them, but it knocks all fire out at chrome on old bikes. And both of them, they've not got stainless rims on, they've got steel rims. Norton's still on original cadmium spokes and original chrome on rims. There's a bit come off front rim light, but they've never been relaced at all. This'll probably be the last day we get for a spell, because apparently sleet and snow moving down from Scotland. So apparently it's going to be quite cold and miserable at weekend. Bit blustery. I mean, I'm not sure we'll get snow. We might get some rain and sleet, but anyway, we'll see. Here's quite an interesting little thing for you about this this power station here at Ferrybridge, what you can see at distance. They've now put a thing, it's multi-tech fuel. I mean, they burn all sorts of junk. If you look round Ferrybridge, between Ferrybridge and Brotherton, where the wagons travel, it's covered in plastic and rubbish. And basically, when wagons go in, they've got a cover on, and when they come out, they haven't got a cover on. So any remnants of the plastic or rubbish what's in the wagon blows out. I mean, they'll tell you it isn't that, but I'm telling you it is, because I was following a wagon other week and a lump of plastic blew out to the wagon. It was that big, if it had landed on me, it'd have covered me and the bike. And if you follow them, it absolutely stinks. I mean, if you've ever been on a tip and smelt a tip, that's exactly what the wagons smell like. That's what the two silver chimneys is. You can see two there, and there's two behind one at cooling towers. And actually seat building at end there, that's one of them. There's two of them, I believe. Yeah, you can see other between them. There's more muck, airborne muck, and I don't know if it's because of the new power station or because of the demolition work. But like on a morning, you'll come out to your car, you wash your car up, following morning, come out to your car, and it's blathered. It's covered in muck. Some days it's not so bad, and other days it's terrible. I think it just depends which way the wind's blowing. I've lived in this area for 50 years. And I mean, after they put the desulfurization and precips in, the power station didn't seem so bad. But this new one, it's not the same sort of muck, but there's definitely something going on. It's not just me, I've spoken to a few people who live in the area and they get it on the cars as well, so there's something. Probably fin out in another 10 years or something, we'll all have grown a third ear in the middle of his back or something. Yeah, we're right, we're just about at Squires. It's now 9:40. We've done 43 mile. And worst about it is, it don't open well 10 o'clock. What a thick shit I am. I don't suppose you can win them all. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on next ride out. I'm not on it thick, twat, look. Old Ricky's beat me, eh? But other lad who comes, always parks on this end spot, so watch this. When he says I parked in his parking spot, he let monk on. Well, he went at monk on, but he'll have something to wit. He'll have something to witter about.